It's Fireman Chef Geoff coming at you. Hey, we are going to do some Indian chicken curry. So we got a few things here. I think this is about all we'll need. I've got the chicken breast, just a regular chicken breast in the refrigerator. You're going to need some fresh cumin, some turmeric, some curry powder, coriander, and some garam masala and some cayenne pepper. Of course, you're going to have your salt. You're going to have your olive oil. I'm using grapeseed oil. Some plain yogurt, some crushed tomatoes, some fresh lemon, garlic, cilantro, white onion, fresh ginger, and some serrano peppers to give it a little more spicy spice. So stay tuned and let's get started, all right? What we're going to do with our chicken breast is comes in 2, 3, maybe 4 package. They're really thick chicken breasts, so let's go ahead and slice them in the middle, make them a little thinner. So I'm going to actually have about 6 chicken breasts to work with. After we do that, we're going to use our salt, and we're going to salt both sides really well. And then we're going to go over to the pan, the skillet, and put some oil in it. And we're just going to brown these up on both sides and you don't have to cook them all the way through because it's going to cook in the sauce, finish cooking in the sauce. So, but we're going to get it pretty well done. Let's go do this and we'll head on over to the stove, all right? Once you've got your chicken filleted in half and seasoned well with salt on both sides, go ahead and get your pan piping hot. Let's get a hot pan of oil in there. And then I'm going to do 2 batches. Since I've got 6 and not a lot of room, I'll probably do 3 at a time. And I'm just going to brown both sides, okay? So go ahead and lay your chicken breast in there. And we want to get it well browned on each side, all right? So we're going to cook it a little bit on one side, flip it over, cook it on the other. And we're going to, when it's well brown on both sides, we're going to put it on a plate, set it aside. We'll cook another batch and set it aside, and then we'll continue. All right? You can see we got our brown chicken. These are just about done. So we're going to remove these. We're going to turn down our oven a little bit. That was probably a high heat, medium high. We'll turn it down to medium low. Set these babies aside, and then you're going to add about 1 medium chopped onion. I'm going to add 1 serrano pepper with all the guts and the seeds for some spice. And then I'm going to do about 1.5 teaspoons of fresh chopped ginger, and then about a tablespoon of fresh garlic. All right, so go ahead and mix all this in. We'll cook it for about 8 minutes. So go ahead and cook this down for 8 minutes, and then we're going to add our spices. Cook these down for about 5 minutes. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of water, and then I'm going to start adding all my spices. So what spices I'm going to be using, I'm going to use a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, a teaspoon of coriander, a teaspoon of turmeric, and a teaspoon of cumin, and then our big tablespoon of curry powder, all right? Go ahead and throw that in there, mix it all together, maybe about a minute, and then we will add some more good yummy stuff. So mix that in there good. If it's, if you think you need a little bit more water, I think I do, add a little bit more water to it. And get that mixed up pretty good there. Get all the onions coated and smell that curry. Alright, once you got that going, you're going to go ahead and do about 15 ounces of crushed tomatoes. So that's going to be about half this can. And then we're going to do about a cup of plain yogurt. Alright, and go ahead and mix this in really good. Turn up my heat just a little bit there. Get all that red combined with all those spices, so it's going to turn like a brownish, orangish color. You know? Just let that sit for a minute. Get all those flavors marinated there. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of fresh cilantro and about a teaspoon of salt. Get that mixed in there really well. Alright, so once you got that, you're going to go ahead and put your chicken back in there. You soak up all that yumminess. Coat it front and back, flip them over, stir them around. You're also going to pour about a half a cup of water in here. Alright, so get that coated really well. Flip over your chicken. Yeah, it's starting to look good. It smells good. So then we're going to get it to the boil. And then once we get it to a boil, we're going to sprinkle the garam masala and about a tablespoon of cilantro all over the chicken. So you're going to use like another teaspoon of the garam masala once that turns to a boil. All right? We got it bubbling here, boiling here. Our chicken's nice and coated. We're going to sprinkle over about a teaspoon of that garam masala. And then mix it again. Mix it pretty good. Then we're going to cover it, and then we're going to cook it the remainder, maybe about 20 minutes. Your internal temperature of your chicken, if you want to use an Insta-Read thermometer, should be about 165 degrees. So go ahead and put this on low heat and cover it up. Cook it for 20 minutes, and then we'll be ready to go. I'm going to add a little bit more cilantro, maybe a tablespoon. I'm going to cover this bad boy, and we'll set our timer for 20 minutes. Our Indian chicken curry dinner is voila, finished. Let's top it off with some fresh squeezed lemon juice. We got a little bit of rice, and let's eat. Hope you enjoyed. I'll put the recipe when I post this, and it's spicy. It's good. It tastes like we're in India when I was over in Asia. So awesome. Try it. Great recipe. Y'all have a great day. Geoff, out.